of that. Death penalty debates, folks. Boy, we've been talking about it for a long time. And many Jamaicans think we need to reinstate it because crime is out of control. And it would be a way to strengthen, our response to what's going on. Well, others, of course, hold opposing views. That's why it's contentious, right? Jovaine Brown is a legal consultant at the Norman Manley Law School Students Association. He joins us now to discuss the matter. Interested to get your perspective. Good morning, Jovaine.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you. So let's start high level. Your take on the death penalty is what?
All right, my take on the death penalty is I really don't think it is necessary. I don't think it actually will solve the problem. I do see why people would try to advocate for it, why people think it may be the way forward, but there are so much complications that revolve around it, and I don't think that's the way forward, in all honesty.
Complications like what?
All right, for example, the case of Pratt and Morgan versus Attorney General of Jamaica, one of the most recent cases that spoke about death penalty in Jamaica. These individuals were on the death row for 14 years, and they eventually got off. Their sentences were instead commuted to life sentences because that case actually established new law in terms of how death penalty is treated in Jamaica. As it's said that an individual should not be on death row for more than 5 years because at the end of the day, these individuals, despite them being criminals, murderers, etc., are still humans. They are entitled to human rights as well. And as a human, I'm sure most humans do not want to be sitting down waiting for their death for a maximum period of 14 years. These individuals sat on death row for 14 years. They suffered a lot of mental instability because of it. They obviously would have suffered a lot of mental harm because of it. So that case actually established new laws in terms of that an individual should not be sitting on death row for more than 5 years without being...
So they were released because of the length of time? They were not released because they were innocent?
No,
two different things.
Yeah, they weren't...
So they were guilty?
They were guilty.
But because they were on death row for so long?
Yeah, they weren't actually released. They were instead coming to life sentences. Yeah, but
okay. What crimes... I know murder, but it's not all murder.
It's not just regular murder.
That's my point. So what crimes would constitute someone asking for the death penalty?
All right, so for death penalty, generally it's capital murder.
Capital murder means?
Capital murder is generally an individual committing like a robbery with the murder, and excessive murders and murders, more than one murder in a short space of time. For example, the Cocoa Piece murder would have qualified for death penalty in accordance with the Offences Against the Person Act. I think it's Section 3, subsection 1A. Yeah, that speaks to the death penalty, said that a person who has committed capital murder may be guilty for life imprisonment or to death.
So